Hello, my name is Scott Flathouse, and today we're going to be testing out Adobe's new AI Generative Fill feature that they just released this week. There's been a lot of excitement about it, and I want to see if we can illustrate some practical uses of it. So I've got this image here where I took last weekend, and I've got her centered on the frame, and I'm not crazy about the competition. I feel like I should have left a little space off to the right, maybe use the rule of thirds a little bit. So let's see if we can fix this. I'm in the current version of Photoshop, the non-AI version, and the way I would do this normally is I would go to the crop tool, and I would maybe try to expand the frame a little bit, and I'm just eyeballing it here, trying to use the rule of thirds, and I'd add some space to the right, and then I would go to the marquee tool, the rectangular marquee tool, and select the blank area, and I would do edit and content aware fill, and that will bring up this dialog box. And you can see that first pass, it doesn't do a great job. Usually the content aware fill works for small areas, but we can play with it a little bit. So we can hit scale maybe. Let's see if it can figure out that I want this wall to extend. I can play with the selection area and maybe highlight a little bit more of that and go over here, and then I want to take away any of the pixels that are of her, so it doesn't think. So it's thinking about it some more, and hey, that does a pretty good job. It's extended the wall some. A lot of repeating patterns here. I could go in with the clone stamp and clean that up, but that's a lot of work, and I'm not really crazy about the results that we get using content aware fill. So a little bit of a challenge for it. That's a big area that I'm asking it to fill. So let's go over to the new beta version of Photoshop, and I've got the same image pulled up, and we'll do the same thing. So we'll go to the crop tool, and I'll just expand it off to the right here, and then go to the rectangular marquee tool, and we'll do the same thing. We'll select the area, and then it has this dialog box at the bottom, and we're going to click on Generative Fill, and it allows you to type in what you want to fill with. But in this case, I'm going to leave it blank. I'm going to let it figure out what needs to go in this empty space. So I'm going to click Generate. And so Adobe is taking this up to the cloud and using its AI tools to determine what needs to go in that blank space. And it takes a little bit, but not too much longer than what the content aware fill does. And here we can see the results, and already it's tremendously better than the results that we got with content aware fill. And not only that, it gives us 3 choices to choose from. So I kind of like this. Let's see what else we got. That one is okay too. That's interesting. It adds this little branch thing here. Let's look at the third one. And I kind of like that one too. Let's go back. And if we don't like any of them, we could hit generate again and get it to regenerate. But I kind of like this third one here. Let's go back. And so what it does is it creates this separate layer called the generative layer. We can turn it off and on. And I really like the results there. There's some spaces that I need to clean up, and I would still use the clone stamp tool to work through those. But I would say this does a far better job than just the content aware fill does. But let's get a little crazy with it. Let's say that I wanted to go through and create, I don't know, maybe a banner for a website. Whoops. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Let's really push the AI limits here, and let's say I wanted to have a new banner for my YouTube channel, or maybe a website or something. So let's see what the AI can do with this space. And I have no idea how it's going to fill this space. So it has to think about it for a little bit. And look at that. Let's see what it's done here. It has completely fabricated this entire hedge of roses. And then it added something back here. Maybe a pool or something. I don't know. Let's see what the other options are, though. Oh, see, that's really cool. And the third one. Okay, for some reason I can't get it to generate the third result, which is why I suppose this is still a beta version. But I really like what it's done here. Again, a few areas I might go in and clean up with a clone stamp, but it's matched the bokeh of the background, and this is truly amazing. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and leave me a comment if there's something else you'd like to see. Thanks again.